Welcome back everyone. I'm going to demonstrate the split single crochet for you in this video. It's not a different stitch, it's just a different technique for a single crochet. So let's get that straight first of all. So here I've actually set up the two halves of this line. This is regular single crochet on this side and this is the split single crochet. So if we get in really close, let me just zoom in a little bit more, you'll be able to see the difference. So here we are making regular single crochet. Don't worry, I'll show you how to do it as well. So, and you can see that each single crochet is slightly off the next one. It's slightly deviating to your dominant side actually, because I'm a righty, so my stitches are moving to the right. And this is a problem faced often in amigurumi because it's round. The stitches are slightly off kilter here. It's just naturally because you're going under the top loops where the gap is of the single crochet in there, and that's off center. All right, so that's normal single crochet and we don't normally care about it. It doesn't matter. Now when somebody tells you to make a split single crochet, you get this effect. So I'm sure you can see it. Look at all the little V's of the single crochet in a line. It looks like stocking stitch if you're a knitter. That's what stocking stitch looks like when you're knitting. So we can get the same effect with crochet using the single crochet but with a slightly different technique. And it stacks above itself like this because you're working through the dead heart of that stitch instead of under the top loops. So here are my top loops. Normally we put our stitches there under the top loops, but single crochet also have a third loop which is a little bit tighter than any other stitch. There it is right there. Now if you go under the top loops and into, from here, if you can see it, right in here, I'm going to split this wide open if I can, there is a third loop behind it. We're going to go through there to make the split single, not under the top loops. That's the technique difference that's going to differentiate whether you get this effect or this effect. All right, so I'm going to put some yarn on and let's show you how to do the difference. Okay, so I've got another colour attached here. Now normal single crochet, very easy. You find your top loops, there they are, you go under them and you make a single crochet and you work down the line according to your pattern. If it just says single crochet, there's nothing different about it. This is what you're doing for regular single crochet, and you can see again it's offset just a little bit because it's going under the top loops. So I'll just finish this half of regular single crochet. I'm just doing a chain to skip across now to the other section. So now I'm going to do the split stitch. Now I'm going to go through under the top loops but also under the third loop. That's this one right there. And when I do that, it pulls my stitch right into the heart of this single crochet instead of going under the top loops over here so that I'm offset. You can see just by putting my hook in, I'm already offset. But if I go down through the heart of this and pick up that third loop of the single crochet, which is notoriously difficult to do when you're making back loop only stitches, but here I'm actually diving straight through it. So, and then I pull my yarn through and I pull it through again, and there we go. I have instantly stacked my stitches on top of each other. Let's do that again. Come to the next stitch, in under the top loops, pick up that third loop. I think that's all I've picked up. It's hard to tell sometimes. And there it is again, and another stacked stitch. Now it can be sometimes difficult if you're tight on your single crochet. I've seen people hook their way through. That's another way to do it. Just pull the post out of the way and then go in like this. I'll do it again, just in and jab through. That might work for you if your stitches are tight. And see how they're stacking really nicely above each other. I've seen people stab through this way, but this way, if you just go in through the side there and out through the back, that's not a stacked split single crochet. It's not going to stack because all you've done is you've pushed the third loop back this way and made it look rather not pretty. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for a clean stack of V's. So push through and under the third loop. Oops, I missed it. And you'll know you missed it because you come out off center. See? Instantly you know you've missed it. So one of the things, I guess one of the pieces of advice is if you know you're making split singles, you loosen up your single crochet stitch. I'll show you a little bit more in a minute of how to loosen up your single crochet. So let me do the last one. Again, you can use the hook to separate Might be even easier when you first start. And there you go. They are very neatly split and stacked on top of each other. A very clean line here as opposed to this. Now it depends on what you're making. In most of the time, 99% of the time, nobody cares. I've never had to worry about this except in some unique situations where the design calls for a split single crochet, and there it is. I'm going to put another piece of yarn on now and show you how to make your single crochet a little bit looser so you can get into them more easily. I'll be right back. So here's another colour now again, and I'm just going to have a bit of a chat about how to keep your single crochet loose enough that you can work into the third loop and split your single crochet. So a lot of the time it's just basically you can either use very loose tension, maybe a bigger hook, but one of the there goes the bus. One of the things I tend to do is I kick up the thread that I'm pulling through a little bit higher than I normally would before I close off my single crochet. It just puts a little bit of extra air inside that stitch. Normally my single crochet are quite low to the fabric, like that one I just made, but sometimes when I know I need to loosen up my tension for single crochet, because single crochet are notorious for tightening up your work, I will kick up this loop just a little bit, just give it a little kick before I close it off, and it just makes it a bit looser and easier to work into. So like this, and then you get into the habit of it too, I suppose. It's not that difficult. No, I've finished. So there's my chain one. So now that they are looser, and this is just still regular single crochet across here, it's easier to get into them. Now we go back over here and we start stacking. Now I don't know if you can tell, but I'm just using scraps here, so that all of the thickness, so they're all different brands and different types. These look very tight for me now, so I'm probably going to use the little drag the hook technique like that to get in there. Oops. Because you can see that they're much lower down. It's a thinner, less sturdy yarn, so it's going to collapse very easily on me. Oops, I split that. Let's do it again. No, I split it again. This is terrible yarn, this one. I shouldn't have used it, but I did. But you know, these are the vagaries of crochet and yarn, aren't they? This is what we have to deal with sometimes. Quality, availability, cost, all these things will affect the materials you're using. But you can see now, I'm actually, well, I've split that one again, but that's okay. We'll just, I've split the threads there, I've snagged it, but don't worry about it. But you can see here this constant just getting under the top loops and the third loop, and if I turn it around you'll see the difference. Here's another thing to look for. You see here how much lower this stitch is than this one. Okay, this is the split single, this is the regular here, because it's just sitting just under the top loop, so there's more height, absolutely more height, but we're not getting the effect we want that we get when we do the split single. This is down lower because it's going under the third loop, but it gives you this nice little stockinette effect here. And if that's what your pattern needs, that's what you have to do. There's always a reason why designers tell you to do something, so we pay attention and we do as we're told, especially if we're not designers ourselves like me. So there's your difference. Regular single crochet, constantly moving off to your dominant side with each row or round, because that's just the nature of the beast if you're working under your top loops. Here are your split single crochet, stacking up really neatly, splitting the previous stitch down into the V and creating a stocking stitch effect like a knitter would when you're knitting. Okay, hope that's of use to everybody. I know it was a bit long-winded, but it's important sometimes to understand the anatomy of the stitch, so you know what you're looking for and why it makes a difference, and you can see there why it makes a difference. Okay, catch you in another video. Bye for now.